This is the Simpit. I'm your host, Sean Cole, and welcome to today's edition of the Pit Stop, where you, the pit crew, you are the real star of today's show. Happy Hump Day to you guys. You know I love Hump Day, especially the third Hump Day of every month. Why do I love the third Hump Day? Hump Day being Wednesday, for those who haven't figured it out. Hump Day, we are working towards the weekend. Third Hump Day of the weekend, of the month, I should say. And believe it or not, today, the 19th, it's very quick to have our third Wednesday of the month, but it is Hot Lap Hump Day. We'll talk more about that at the end of the, or during the show, I should say, not necessarily at the end. So what do we have to talk about in sim racing? A little behind the scenes thought, or just something that going on for me. I'm doing some testing of a couple different handbrakes, actually. I'm testing the Thrustmaster handbrake, sequential shifter handbrake combo. I'm also testing the Ricmotech hydraulic handbrake. So I'm all sorts of cool handbrake things going on over here. And so I'm doing testing yesterday, and I was bouncing around from Dirt 4, Wreckfest, Project Cars, and iRacing Rallycross. Those were the four dirt handbrake scenarios that I thought of for testing. So my thoughts to you guys, or my question to you just coming away from all my testing yesterday is, what is your favorite scenario? Do you use a handbrake, or do you just use a button when you're doing that? Do you even do off-roading or rally driving when you need a handbrake? But the big question is, what is your favorite scenario for handbrake sideways driving? I haven't done any drifting, technically. I mean, you don't really do iRacing Rallycross without doing some drifting. Yes, George, what's the best race room handbrake scenario? Michael Clark, welcome to the show. Hello, buddy. But yeah, so I had been doing a lot of fun behind the scenes, doing some testing on things and just my selfish thoughts there. But I do wonder if I, as I was picking them all, I was just sort of like, I wonder what other people would want to see me doing. Dirt Rally for the win, Tim says. Button use there for David. Dirt Rally with VR. Yes, Brandon, I need to do the Dirt Rally with VR. I haven't done that. Rally or Rally at Cross. I've been doing the Rallycross. I haven't done any straightforward rally racing because since I was testing the handbrake, TSSH. Yes, is that the shifter you're referring to? SSH shifter? About 4%. Yeah, but I found when I'm doing small laps that it's very easy for me to use the handbrake often and really, yeah, exactly. It's like, George, race room isn't really into the off-road, which is the only scenario for really needing the handbrake, other than drifting. And I haven't done any drifting. Anyway, all right, let's get back to the news. You guys keep chiming in with your thoughts on the break, but that was just something that occurred to me. So Forza, their big post of the day is Champ versus Champ. And they had a little head-to-head video here with Joseph Newgarden. If you don't know, he's the 2018 IndyCar champion, versus Tanner Faust, this year's Rallycross champion. So they had a little little promo video. Got like off-season when you can get these guys to cooperate. Wow, look at all these cars in this museum, wherever the heck this video is from. I should probably stop playing the video, or at least fast forward to various still images. And I guess they just talk about being whatever. Anyway, special series of Champ versus Champ, and it's not necessarily going head-to-head as much as conversation or talk about being champions, what it's like, I guess. Anyway, that's all that's going on in Forza. What else? Primus, the band. IndyCar racing with a handbrake. There you go. Built yourself a handbrake from scrap parts. Analog for Richard Burns Rally, SLRE, and more. Very cool. Use the Thrustmaster shifter in sequential mode as a handbrake. I've done that. I think everybody's done that. Real handbrake in Wreckfest. Yes, Wreckfest does the handbrake very, very well. Elastic band on the Logitech. Yes, I double clutch. That's a well-known genius conversion to a sequential to a handbrake. All right, what else? F1, this isn't a big deal. Codemaster's just talking about an update number 2 for F1 Mobile Racing. I have never tried F1 Mobile. Have any of you guys? I'm trying to use my phone less, not more, to be honest with you. Cool video from Formula One, the game. Our sports gamers, Brendan Lay, Formula Danny Noble, and Zeez. There. Anyway, look at the funny look. I didn't do the audio. What's he saying that got everybody to look right there? But this is a little from, you know. Can you guys hear this? Is that working? Oh, where's my audio settings? I don't think you guys are getting it. Anyway, but the main point here, literally, look at this. This is being done by Mercedes AMG F1. So this isn't just F1 game. This is literally posted by Mercedes AMG F1. Just to give you an idea and concept of where we've come. I mean, that's one of the things I'm trying to point out to you guys all the time. It's not just the money. It's not just the esport existence. It's not just the acknowledgement of sim racing on the magnitude that's being acknowledged at this point, but it's where we're being marketed, who we're affiliated with. Mercedes. I mean, you're talking about like the kings of the automotive industry. Mercedes AMG F1 posted this video. I mean, that's what I'm trying to point out to you guys. Our esport gamers. I mean, that is the same light that they put their real-life Formula One drivers in. All right, there you go. Anyway, I think it's pretty funny. All right, we have a ton of news coming out of iRacing right now. Some of it is sort of crossover on things we've been talking about. So, for example, the Leipzig Porsche event that went on. Here's some cool photos that we didn't see until now. This is pre-qualifying going on. Then you had think sim racers aren't serious. Think again. Sage Karam. We're going to talk about Sage Karam a little bit more. Qualify for the Porsche Racing Summit. 3,026 laps put in by Sage Karam. We saw a post by him talking about it. Cool shot of these trophies. That was almost a better shot right here. Those are some gorgeous trophies right there. I applaud them on that. Very well done, tasteful things. We talked about the $30,000 now on the line for the Porsche. I mean, $30,000, $100,000. This event was $30,000. There's the group. The 30 drivers that were in it. And we already did see and talk about the Mitchell de Jong and Max W being the big winners. Anyway, in addition to that, so that was $100,000 that was going to go into the new Porsche GT3 series on iRacing. In addition to that, and I questioned this just not even a week ago, what's going to happen with the NASCAR Peak Series? We talked about the 704 games and the NASCAR Heat getting their big esport, the official NASCAR esport. Well, it looks like it's going to go to more than just one. It's going to also be a $100,000 prize pool now. The eNASCAR Peak Antifreeze iRacing Series will expand its prize pool to $100,000 for the 2019 season. Think about that money. Think about Ray Alfalla, Mr. 4-time, and what that could be. That's a real job. That's a decent job right there. Ray Alfalla, had this been going on for quite some time, would absolutely be doing better financially. So things are going to change. It's heating up at iRacing. We are seeing a lot more money at iRacing. We just weeks ago we're like, well, where is Michael Clark, Starbucks sitting for us? Thank you so much. Oh, Michael, I'm not sure if you've seen our new doodad, but Michael, thank you very much. I appreciate it very, very appreciated here. Yeah, it was just a couple weeks ago. We were saying, where's iRacing? Where are they going to be in the esport world with everything going on? Well, $100,000 for the Porsches, $100,000 for the iRacing oval side of things. Don't know what's going on now in the whole open-wheeled side of things. In addition to that, a post here by Tim Ryan, who won the World of Outlaw series. So here's his Champions Trophy. And he got a nice care package from Craftsman, the sponsor of the real-life World of Outlaws. Cool shipment from World of Outlaws today, thanks to Craftsman. I guess that would have come from Lowe's now, huh? I think they own Craftsman, if I'm not mistaken. MPI Innovations for the sweet products. He's only 9 championships behind Donnie Schatz. Anyway, a little extra prize for him on top of the other things that he got for that. And I think that's all we have to talk about oh, no, we don't. What am I saying? We almost missed one of the other big ones. Chili Bowl. Anybody know Chili Bowl? Now, this is sort of one of those, it's become an iconic event type tracks. This is coming out today, so right now I believe if it might even be happening as we speak, or it happened this morning, but new dirt track now available at iRacing, and it's one that, if you're a dirt track guy, this is one of those tracks that people have been waiting for, or would have said, oh, you're going to do dirt? Well, what about Chili Bowl? Anyway, Christopher Bell, you know, he's done a lot of work with them. He's sponsored by a lot of work with him in iRacing on the dirt efforts, and we've been having a lot of fun with the dirt stuff as well. Yeah, 100,000 for Pete. Can you believe it? All right, another thing, so this is just at NASCAR, also talking about this being the 10th season. Is that right? Has NASCAR and iRacing been going for 10 seasons already? That is insane. Watch those dollars evaporate from the wallet. It's out. It's out. Okay, cool. So it is now been official. Anyway, so they're talking about it. Brandon, thank you. A coffee for Michael. How do you like that? Let's get that going. Thank you very much, Brandon. Much appreciated. Happy Hump Day to you as well. Anyway, okay, what else? One more thing I wanted to talk about. Nope, 2 more things. Here's another video of talk. Oh, the IndyCar pit crew animations would be out as well. So in this latest build, it's like an update. This isn't even normal build time. Chili Bowl, $15 as usual. Thank you, Josh. But yeah, pit crew animations are now part of the IndyCar series. So certain series are getting those animations, and I will say that changes the sim. Now we need more realistic pitting in general. What else do we have? I already talked about this. We already talked about this. Yeah, we talked about that already. Where's my Sage Karam article? There we go. One more last thing let's talk about, since it does kind of go and coincide with iRacing. Sage Karam, IndyCar driver, only 2 years ago? Now he's kind of trying to work his way into something permanent. But great article here at Open Wheels. Sage Karam enjoying the challenges of sim racing and talking about what he's been doing to keep busy. You know, because again, the life of a racer, you know, when you're on top, it's great. You've got next year secured before this year finishes. In the case of everybody from the medium ranks down, it's a little more cutthroat and difficult than that. And you'll find yourself sitting on the sidelines for portions of or entire seasons even. Anyway, Billy Strange. Oh my God, Billy Strange. Look at that. You blowing my mind here. And Michael Clark buying a coffee back for Brandon. You guys are too awesome. Merry Christmas to everybody. I didn't even think about that. This is sort of my last solo show pre-Christmas, I should say. Billy Strange, that's above and beyond. I appreciate that a ton, man. I really do. And I'll tell you guys, it's going to help a lot. I'm looking to upgrade another computer here at the shop. Always trying to make things better here, and that'll go a long way in making the show better and the streams better and everything better. Thank you. Merry Christmas to all you guys. Hope you all have great plans for Christmas. So, all right, Race Room, talking about the Porsche. This is absolutely one of my favorite cars ever built. I have to be honest with you. I don't have to be honest with you. I'm just stating the facts. The Porsche 934 Turbo, the Porsche 934 RSR is, to me, when you go back in time for Porsche design, this is, to me, the epitome of a Porsche. Like when I think of why is Porsche such a big, iconic name to me, this is the car. This is literally the car that... It was the race car version of the Porsche that I saw on the road as a child growing up, essentially. It was everything I wanted in life was a Porsche just like this. But anyway, now in race room, so a lot of different liveries available. This is the Group 4 that they have. On Polar Contrast, we were talking about iRacing pricing. Completely the opposite. $4.54 is all it's going to set you back, including all the liveries that come with it. My thing stopped showing different. There we go. There's the... It's a little behind on me. Anyway, but yeah, I think that is a late 70s. Let's see here. 76. So this is the car. This is the ultimate Porsche to me. Yeah, the Jägermeister paint scheme too, in that bright orange. You gotta love that. So good job by those. That's something we're gonna have to give a shot and try. Maybe we'll make that next week's Monday Fun Day, perhaps. NASCAR Heat. So yesterday, I believe, was the day, or the 17th. So this was after our show, but the new DLC is out with all their free test schemes for the entire Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series roster, blah, blah. And I guess if you're going to partake in the NASCAR eSport, you want to know where you hang, where you stand against the best of the best. Joshua Steam King, look at that. Thank you very much, buddy. Merry Christmas to you, and thank you. You guys are awesome. We have the best community in all of sim racing here at the Simpit. That is for sure. But yeah, that's going on as well. So if you own NASCAR Heat, you can get that now as well. GT Planet. Those of you guys who know me well know I use VR every time I work a trade show. Every time I go work an event, it's a trade show. Every time I go to CXC and drive sims, it's in VR. Everything I do is in VR in those worlds. But I've been one of the holdouts on getting it here in the shop until very recently. Just got it a couple weeks ago. And as much as I'm enjoying the racing games, because that's what I've always done with my VR in all my VR experience, I was as excited to do everything else as I was the driving. That's just... And now that the shininess is worn off, we'll downsize that to sim racing for the most part. But one game I asked you guys, I was like, hey, is Wrench work in VR? Because that would be, or My Summer Car in VR. Those are two games that I really, really wanted in VR. Well, apparently Wrench is now VR enabled, or will be, December 19th. That's as of today. So VR enabled Mechanic Simulator begins early access December 19th. So as of today, maybe that's what I need to do for fun today. Wrench, you'll be able to work on your car in VR. That is cool. That is some next level stuff. What day is it? It's Wednesday. What day is it? It's Hump Day. Hump Day. Hot Lap Hump Day. It's beginning to look a lot like Hump Day. How's that? That was terrible. Anyway, today is Hot Lap Hump Day with the guys at Ricmotech. That'll be coming on today at 3 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock East Coast, 3 o'clock, 7 o'clock my time. No idea where we're racing. I don't know the car, don't know the track. That is the random thing that they always throw at us at the very, very last time. DCS in VR is amazing, Double Clutch. It's one of my absolute favorite VR games and experiences. I have a lot of experience in DCS in VR. Like, it's so good in VR that you absolutely cannot switch back to fixed monitors after you've done it in VR. And the one thing I'll say, and DCS, for you guys who don't know, it's Digital Combat Simulator, one of the best flying sims that you can possibly get. It is the flight simulator of military flight sims. Like, you need to figure out and go through standard operating procedures in order to even turn on the plane and get it off the ground. It is, but it's not just built for fun. It's as true a sim as you're going to get. Hey, buddy. Okay, so back to my point. I've lost my thought. Where was I? Rolling it back. DCS. Shoot. I completely forgot where I was, but that was such a worthy tangent. Hump Day, Ricmotech. I don't know. I lost it. Sorry. What are you gonna do? But DCS is one of the best VR games ever, and yes, my summer car, I would love to play that in VR. Control a robot through the VR so that you don't actually bust your knuckles and get greasy. I'm sure we're gonna get there pretty soon as well. Elite Dangerous, yes, that's one I don't own. I've heard good things. I haven't tried it just yet. What else? What was I gonna talk about? Alright. What else? A little video here. So this is a, recap. That sounds really loud. Of the karting school shootout. So we talked about the Lucas Oil the Lucas Oil School of Racing that Rick Motek was a big part of. We saw that photo of Frank and Glenn McGee down there. And they put these guys through a whole competition. Karting, driving, simulators, and some other things, criteria in order to select a winner. But there is actually a recap video showing the whole thing off. And this is at the Lucas Oil School of Racing on Facebook, if you guys want to check that out as well. Michael Clark. Oh, coffee for everybody on Michael today. Thank you so much, Michael. And let's see, I think I only have one or two more things. Again, you know, we're a few days before Christmas at this point, so no surprise we'd be a little short on the news. No surprise to me, at least. But in addition to that, we've talked about Billy Monger. This is the young kid, the like phenom racer who lost his legs, making his comeback in like the Zanardi type of way, just to kind of summarize the story quickly. But BBC Sport, bbc.com/sport, has named him as the Helen Rollison, I don't know who Helen is, the sports personality of the year. So I've used Billy as motivation for myself. I've pointed him out to all of you guys just as inspiration. You know, if you're having a bad day and wondering what you're going to do or how you're going to push forward and be strong, you know, just think of Billy Monger, what he's gone through and how strong that kid is. And you're going to probably get a little motivated to be better, because none of us are coming from quite as bad a spot as him. So anyway, congratulations to him on that. And again, Billy Monger, motivation to be better, be stronger, work harder, strive for your goals, and don't let anyone tell you no. Beyond that, I'm going to finish today's show with letting you know that this Friday, we are going to have our special edition pit stop, and we still don't have a name. I'm getting to the point where we need a name for this show. This is going to be Billy Strange. We did a pilot version for the Patreon group last week. It went pretty well, and we're going to do this for real this Friday. So this Friday's pit stop is going to be me and Billy Strange. We are going to minimize the stories a little bit. We're going to cover esport, but more importantly, we're going to discuss the topics, and then we're going to finish with some open sim racing discussion, and that will be this Friday's edition. And from now on, every Friday's edition of the Pit Stop will be abbreviated news, a little bit of esport, and then some good sim racing topics for discussion that you guys will be able to get involved with in the chat as well. So that's going to do it for this one. Happy Hump Day. Get out here at 3 o'clock and join us. You already know the password. Unless they're watching this show and they forget, you already know the password. So 3 o'clock, iRacing, Hot Lap Hump Day with Rick Motek. We're going to have Kevin Ford from Extreme Motorsports. I haven't confirmed that, but I'm pretty sure he's always there. He's going to be there in the chat, calling the action. It should be fun. And if you have any suggestions for what we should call the Friday edition of Pit Stop, where it's a little more discussion and a little less rapid-fire news, be sure to email me, Sean@thesimpit.com, with those suggestions so I can put them on our list. That's going to do it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the pit crew and making it so much fun to talk about sim racing news each and every day, or at least Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This is the Sim Pit. I'm Sean Cole, and thank you to all you and all your generous donations today. We'll see you next time.